NZ family, and welcome back to the NZ Bros. I am Sir Zach, but you can call me Zach. NZ family, we're gonna replay Fate. We're gonna revisit it. I haven't played this game in a while. I just didn't see any point in making videos for it at the time, and just flat out gave up on it. Wasn't satisfied with the playthrough. Obviously, on one other playthrough, I pretty much maxed out and everything. Well, I'm not really maxed out. I still haven't beaten the game. I just got to the point where I just didn't feel like going for the game anymore. I just feel like it's time I revisited the game. Both on my old laptop and possibly on the new one, especially when we get to the lower floors. So my point is, for the first few floors, I'm going to be playing the game on my laptop, and on the next few floors, I'm going to be playing it on the new computer of mine. Because the later floors, all the particle effects can get a little crazy, and my laptop gets to the point where it's like, I can't handle it anymore. Yeah. Also, I just feel like using my old microphone for a little while. So, let's start a new game. You know what? Let's do Adventurer this time. Let's see. Let's take a look at the character creator right quick. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. We shall call ourselves... You know what? There we go. Sir Zach-a-lot. But you call me Zach. That kind of thing. Let's see. My Ginger's kitties. I miss my cats. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't feel like talking about it. Let's just call our dog Buddy. Because why not?
Since oldest living memory, the dungeon gate has stood in the heart of the old wood. Its doorway leads to infinite possibility, to subterranean lands, fables,
hang on, let me turn off my microphone for a second.
Many adventurers have passed over that ancient threshold, some to find fame, glory, and wealth beyond telling, and others never to return. The town of Grove has ever been a safe haven at the dungeon's mouth, a watering hole and resting place for weary adventurers. Here great tales are told by the inn's fire, journeys are planned, and legacies are made. The minstrels sing of the great feats of heroes long gone, and statues ring the square, a testament to their deeds. After traveling many hard and dusty days, you and your faithful companion arrive at last in the fabled forest town, which waits beneath the long shadow of the gate. Within these walls lies the path to infinite adventure. It is here that you will test your worth, and perhaps find fortune and glory along the way. It is here that you will determine your fate.
Okay, test, back again. Alright. So says our dungeon master, at least. Okay, the best impression that I can do with this guy. Tales of a great elite night imp, whose name is spoken in whispers, Volza. For centuries, it has waited on the 44th level of the dungeon, its evil seeping up toward the town. You must destroy it, once and for all, and rid the world of its evil influence. It is your fate, adventurer. Will you meet it? Well, we ain't got no other choice. Whole new video series, whole new game adventure, a revisit. This is our first revisited in the NZ Bros channel.
Your journey
Unbelievable. Yep, thus our journey begins. Okay. Alright, if you're wondering what's up with the missing music, apparently the music for this game, or at least in the town specifically, is copyrighted. The music in the dungeon, for some reason, is not copyrighted. Probably because it's a mix of remixes and I don't even know what else.
Have I got a deal for you?
Anyway, there's plenty of merchants in the town to buy some cool stuff from, including enchanted gear. Unfortunately, we only have 250 gold pieces, so we can't exactly afford everything. we start off with one identification scroll because we will find enchanted items that are unidentified, and a town portal scroll that'll fast travel us back into town anytime. That way, now hold on. You could climb back up the stair steps in the dungeon to get back to town, but why would you do that?
I have many mystic items for sale.
Like I said, plenty of enchanted items, plenty of enchanted gems, 2 enchant items in the game. Let's see, we got a healer here that can heal all our wounds, and a minstrel right here that can increase your fame without having to, increase it yourself. Let's see, got a random gambler here.
Everything here is a bargain. You mark my words.
Either way, all you need to know is all of these items are enchanted, but are you willing to spend all your gold on a mysterious enchanted item that could either be good or bad? Sometimes they're good, and sometimes they are not exactly what you need for your build.
Wasting my time.
As always with every fantasy game, we gotta have a blacksmith. Ooh. You know what, why not? Here, you can have that. Ha. First time, we start off with a sword straight from the get-go. Yeah, the game kind of forces you to play with an axe for now. Just to be an axeman. Okay, before we go down the dungeon, we need some quests. Yeah, we could do it. Let's see, zombie guy. The Fool Biter's jeweled pendant of the crone that has been in my family for centuries has been stolen. I've heard that Topaz gel named Kivit. Oh my goodness, another gel. I hope I don't die again. Kivildal has it, and that he roams the first level of the dungeon. Please retrieve it for me. I'll give you this goblin ring of the hair as a reward. You can find the dungeon entrance on the east side of the town.
You have received a task.
Cool. Let me increase my volume a bit. Ah, that's better. Okay, now I can hear what I'm listening to. Let's see, we need another one. Okay, we could accept it if we wanted to. The guy's a werewolf, or some kind of werewolf. A horde of cave beetles are skulking on level 2, attacking adventurers who pass by. It's bad for trade. Do away with the beasts, and you will have our gratitude.
You have received a task.
Thank you again, Dungeon Master, announcing everything that's happening. Gotta love the old early 2000s graphics. Then again, for something that was from the early 2000s, this is actually pretty good. Wild Tangent at the time did lots and lots of HP games. A lot of them I remember, and some of them I forgot existed. I was just randomly exploring one time on the internet, just anything to do with old HP games I used to play. They were for free on my mom's old computer. Some of them were on free trial and others were totally free. Fate was one of those games that was completely free, never had a time limit. However, the limit was you can only go down the first 3 levels of the dungeon, and that's it. You had to buy the game. Not anymore. Got it on Steam after all these years. Played it for a little while for the Inzy Bros, but never beat it. Let's see. That guy just sounded like a regular dude. Let me see. There's a cave beetle who's been stealing my chickens. Oh no. Please help me. Do away with the do away with Grave Scratcher the Wicked. Ooh. And my livestock will be safe once again. I heard that he was on level 1. I'll give you this ruby ring of blocking. Ooh, as a reward. You can find the dungeon entrance.
You have received a task.
Alright. I'm gonna cut the recording right here because I want to hear the dungeon music. So I'll be right back, NZ family. Enchanting items with Rico the Enchanter is an excellent way to enhance existing weapons and armor. The higher in level you are, the better the enchantment that Rico can provide. Yeah, apparently you can get your items enchanted by some random magic penguin. A mystical magical penguin. Oop, your enemies already. Go away, slimes! You have found an unidentified item. This means that the item has undiscovered magical powers. Identified by, That's where the identification scroll comes in handy. Hang on. Alright, here we go. Icehammer's Spear of Greed. Ooh. Okay. Oh, hang on. There we go. Now I can see where I'm going. It's okay, buddy. It's just it's not so scary once you get the hang of things. Well, speaking of Dungeon Master and everything, Nick, let me see. Sometime last year, or at least at the tail end of 2022, introduced me and Princess Shellings to D&D, aka good old Dungeons and Dragons, a tabletop RPG game that scared so many people back in the day, just because people took it out of context and thought it had something to do with witchcraft. It's a tabletop RPG game. There weren't very good video games back in the day. I mean, you gotta remember the only thing you could do back in the 80s was use your imagination or play the arcade games or watch TV or play in the backyard. It was a game for nerds back then. Now it's a game for pretty much anyone and anyone at all. Be it regular people, actual nerds, celebrities, musicians, you name it. It's pretty much for everyone. Come up with a character, do a little role-playing, adventure in a world of your imagination, slay the dragon, defeat the evil wizards, save the princess, save the kingdom, take over a kingdom, take over everything, whatever you want to do. That's what the game's all about. The power of choice, and the power of what the dice tell you, whether if you're successful or unsuccessful. Get the short sword. And we got a boss already. This time my hand's on the hot bar. We're not gonna die this time.
You have completed the quest.
We could wear it for a little while. Got another short sword. We could dual wield if we want to. There you go. No! Oh my goodness, I wasted a potion. Ah, out of instinct I just pressed 1. It's okay, it's not too bad. Oops. Anyway, me and Nick and Shells got to play it for a little bit. Shells got bored with it. I don't blame her. I mean, level 1 in D&D can be a bit dull sometimes because, let's face it, you're level 1, you're not that cool, you're not that impressive, you ain't got much to your name. She got bored. And that's okay. Oh, no. Okay, hang on. Bring her on the hot bar. Not dying this time.
You have completed a quest. You have gained in experience and skill.
Cool. Hey, we didn't die this time. Increase health and strength and vitality. What we going with point? Put on vitality. Can't see with my recorder button in the way. Let me see if I can move that. Right there. Okay, cool. Okay, turn that off. Alright. Give 1 point to sword skill. Give 1 point to shield battle skill. Okay, cool. The campaign me and Nick were doing was like a Dark Souls campaign where... Oh, hang on. When we were playing in a Dark Souls-esque setting, I was playing as obviously a knight. I mean, it's me and the family. Sir Zaxalot. Obviously, I'm gonna be a knight. whole story behind why I always pick knights. Of course, I don't mind picking other classes. It's just when I try out something new, the first thing I want to do is create a knight. But anyway, Shell's created a sorcerer, and I gave Nick the idea that we needed a third player just to even things out, because it's just us three. I played as a knight named Aaron. Shell's created a sorcerer based on Raven from Teen Titans. Whole different story behind that. And I created one character for Nick for him to play. He played a cleric named Percival, also known as Percy for short. Each of the three characters had their own perks and everything. Aaron was obviously an undead, so he had a high chance of either going hollow or pressing on. Percival was blinded, so low perception, completely low perception. The only thing he had was a bird to tell him where to go and where to hit and everything. And Raven was close to being corrupted. First campaign, or at least session 0, the introduction and getting to know how the game is played and everything, was actually pretty fun and interesting. We escaped the asylum, had a very epic boss fight at the end, just not bad for level 1 by the way. Nick made sure not to let it be too overpowered, but just enough beefiness of health to actually make it feel like we weren't really doing much to the boss, which we weren't. The boss had like 70-some health and we barely even had like 13 or 14. We managed to make the Estus flask work. It was pretty much like taking a health potion, but it only had like 3 charges. We made it to where we would get Estus shards later on in the game to upgrade how many times we can use the Estus flask. All 3 of us had to share it though, that was the catch. Meaning I'd literally have, if I was the one using it, and if Percy, aka Nick, or Shells needed to use the Estus flask, I'd have to toss it to them and they would have to take a sip out of it. But it would count as a usage. We only had 3 goes, and each of us was dying. Nick kept rolling bad with Percy and almost died I don't know how many times. And the catch was, if one of us died, the dark sign, that's what it was called, which is the curse brand on each of our characters. If one of us died, the whole team would have to die, unfortunately, and respawn back at the bonfire. So we didn't necessarily have to worry about total character deaths. Oop, got a message. Oh my goodness. Hold on, Lindsay family, be right back. Just gonna AFK for a second. Okay. Sorry about that. Gotta go check up on something. Oh, that guy can sell magic fish, by the way, to change your dog. Or cat, whatever pet you picked. But anyway, story time. Okay, I'm just gonna do a clean sweep of the entire dungeon. Anyway, Nick almost died I don't know how many times, but it was a very epic fight. I even had, like, music from Dark Souls, boss music. The Taurus boss music that was playing had it set to a loop. Oh, hang on. And Nick did pretty good describing the entire boss fight that was happening. He had the Minotaur boss that we were fighting. Oop, hang on. There we go. He had the Minotaur boss that we were fighting literally dodge us, jump from one place to another, knocking down certain pillars within the room to let us know which phase of the boss fight we are currently in and everything. Unfortunately, he knocked down all 4 pillars, so we were on a limited time span on actually defeating the boss, because if we didn't defeat the boss in time and he knocks down all 4 pillars, we're dead, and we have to start over. We did unfortunately lose all 4 pillars, so we were really under a time limit. Like, as in, like, only a few more turns left time limit.
You have gained in experience and skill.
Oh, cool. Either way, we were able to deal the deadly blows to the boss. I think the unfortunate thing is I can't remember which one of us actually dealt the final blow. I can't remember if it was me or if it was Shells that dealt the final blow. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, do that. Okay, cool. I think that's it for the first level of the dungeon for once. Either way, boss was defeated. We managed to escape the room in time before it collapsed on us. And we were able to move to the next phase of the game, which was the Firelink Shrine, or the equivalent to Firelink Shrine. Just like in the original Dark Souls game, we get taken up by a raven, taken to a new location, only this time, here's the twist, instead of going, instead of taking us to Lordran, completely new setting. We were taken to, obviously, Firelink Shrine, a different one. I forgot not to go into town because the whole town is filled to the brim with copyright claims. Oh my goodness, I don't even remember what I was even talking about. I was talking up and down for like a good few minutes. Oh well, I'll probably continue the story in the next episode, NZ Family, as soon as I look at the video footage to see what in the world was I talking about. Oh well, that's it for this edition of NZ Games by NZ Family. See you all next time. Off to level 2, by the way. Y'all have a good NZ week. Goodbye, y'all. Pow!